Hey, this is Chuck from Monocoque Metalworks. Okay, we're coming down the home stretch. It's just after lunch on Thursday, and they're coming to pick up the car either Friday night or Saturday morning. And so I've finished everything except the inner wheel arches and the doctoring up of the tail lamp openings. I hate doing this, so I always leave it till last. So I'll probably end up working on that tomorrow afternoon. What I need to do this afternoon and probably this evening some is to make up some pieces for the inner wheel arches. You can see here that this, on the factory wing skin would have been approximately maybe 1/4 to 1/2 an inch outboard of this panel. And there's a little sealing piece that gets riveted on there. Well, like I said way back in the beginning, we are just going to make a bigger piece and put it on there. And the original factory sealing piece had about a 1/4 inch turned edge on it. I'll probably put about a 1/2 inch turned edge, and then they can panel bond to this if they want to. And then over here, we need some much bigger pieces. The factory piece had this thing that I call the boomerang, and it kind of went right in here. But we're just gonna come straight out. I'll make it in 2 pieces. And again, we're gonna put a 1/2 inch flange on it. This flange will be a little trickier because it's not gonna be 90. It's gonna be kind of a flare. And again, we'll try to stick about maybe an 1/8 inch inboard, and we'll do a 1/2 inch flange so that they can panel bond to it if they want to. I'm gonna make all this stuff out of steel because the weight difference is negligible. Steel's what we work with here primarily. And also, I want it to be strong for any rocks that get thrown up into it. So this is gonna be a lot of trial and error of patterning. So let me get into this because time is running out. Okay, here's how the process goes. First, we stick this thing up in there, and see, these are all just little movable fingers. It actually is magnetized on the other side. So I stuck this right to the panel, and I got a rough idea of the contour of the shape. And actually, it wouldn't go all the way up in there, so then I had to do the top part the old-fashioned way with just a little piece of metal like that. All right, then you trace that out on the paper, and you stick the paper up in there and see how it looks. A little notch here, up here. You know, it was just kind of some trial and error up there. Then you trace the paper out again and add your flange. So I added a 1/2 inch on there. You can see this kind of fits on there like that. All right. Then I trace that onto a piece of 20 gauge steel, and I turn the flange up, and it's actually not 90 degrees. It's a little less because that wing is coming out. And I've been playing around with this a little bit, playing around with that angle there. And now let's see how this fits. Shop is semi-clean at the moment. I've really been having quite a battle with this car, so not as organized as I would be. All right, and now here's where she goes. And there we go. And I think I am gonna mount these up tight because the wing is tight on the stock wing. And so if they do get a little thickness build up from the panel bonding, they should have the same thickness up there as they do here. Again, it's not absolutely perfect all the way, but that's fine. That's good enough. All right. So now I'm going to use my patterns, flip-flop them, and take a look at the other side. The other one looks just a little bit different. I could probably get away with using the same thing, but I'll probably make a slight adjustment. All right. That's 1 down, 5 to go. It's probably the easiest one too. But I just wanted to start out easy and get my feet wet before it gets more complicated.
Well, this was it. T-minus 19 and counting. I could just pick up that phone and call her any time now.
Okay, I've been chipping away at this for 4 hours now. Took about 2 hours to do this pair here. And then it took about another 2 hours to do this guy here. Now let's go see how this fits, because I actually had a lot of fun making this piece. Just have TV on and it's raining outside and I'm just in here doing my little creating. All right, so you just hang on. All right, look at that. It just fits great. And it was really tricky up in there. So now I'm gonna have to go ahead and rivet this in. Actually, there, I moved it up, it fits a little better now. I'm gonna have to rivet this in now so I can go ahead and finish this little guy in here. But I gotta go home and eat dinner, and then I'm gonna come back, and it's probably gonna be a long night, but that's okay, because I'm pumped. We're almost there. Okay, it's just about midnight, and I just finished up these pieces, and they came out awesome. I did not think these were going to turn out this well. I was a little worried about closing in these wheel arches, but there they are. And I just wanted to show you, there's the back top and the back bottom. And there is, oh, I've got them kind of messed up. So that's the right hand back, top and bottom. And then that's the right hand front. All right. And then this is the left hand front. And that's the left hand top and bottom. And I spent a lot of time just getting these, see how these are all just kind of flared out. They're not 90. They fit great. So let me go ahead and put them in. I can only show you one side at a time because I don't have enough Clecos. So I will put one side in and show you how they look up in there. Okay, there it is. So you can see how I've extended that upper piece and the lower piece down here. And I've got a nice 1/2-inch flange on there so they can put panel bond on there, or if they just want to use kind of the same stuff we use on the bonnets, that's fine too. And then here's this piece here. So I can come back like this. So I'm very pleased with how this turned out. And this seals everything up real nice. It's not real complicated. I'm just gonna put some little 1/8-inch rivets in where the Clecos are, and I think that'll hold it just fine. So there you go. That's how you pattern it and make it. And okay. I had to put this side in to take some pictures so you guys can see this side too. And just to show you that it also fits very nicely. So there we go.